Assalamu alaikum, grüß Gott, and welcome to this video. In this one I will talk about my favorite streaming DAC, the ARGON Audio Solo, and why I prefer it. Even though I can recommend other streaming DACs too. I call these streaming DACs. This is the Chromcast audio. This is the Lintech Airlino Plus, made in Germany. And this is the beloved Wiim Mini. Wiim Mini. This has the best app. Now, and why do I like a streaming DAC that has no app at all? It's easy. It is the consistency and the sound. Now, this is my old one, the black. I just wanted to change the color since our interior is I would say white and cream and green and brown, and I want to have less black gear. Now, this sounds so good. I sold my Bluesound Note 2i to keep this one, or to keep this one. And then I elevated the sound even more by powering it with the Pro-Ject Accu Box S3. And please look how good it looks, the white one with this chrome Power Box S3. Now this can look better, I think. No, I have to look it. I have to see if I can make it shine more. So, not to confuse it with the silver one I use with my CD player, the CD Box DS3. Now, let's go back to this streaming DAC. This costs 200 euros now. When it was released, it was 249, and now it's 199. And I think this is amazing. It is very easy to set up, and it is very easy to set up the first time, and always when I want to connect to my thumbs up. Now, every time I want to connect to it, it just works flawlessly. I've had this streamer for maybe 2 years now, and there were zero hiccups, zero. It never failed whatsoever. That is amazing. So when I watch a documentary, and usually I like documentaries about animals or whatever, it connects perfectly. And one thing is to mention, when we moved here, the router, the Wi-Fi router, was in the cellar, so a few meters away, and not everything could catch the signal, but this one, this Black Beauty, did. And again, without any hiccup. That is so good. And again, when powered by the Accu Box S3, it sounded even better than before. So I like the sound more than the sound of the Bluesound Note 2i, because the Note 2i sounded a bit vague in comparison to this one. This sounds crisper and still tonally, I would say, natural. This is not the champ of sounding natural, but its transparency and crispness and instrument separation and so on is just fine. So with fine, I mean it is really good. And if you want to have it, or if you want better sound, you can use either the optical out or the coax out to a external DAC, and I used the Pro-Ject DAC Box DS2 Ultra. That was the best one, and the second best is the, how is it called, the Pre-Box S3 Digital. And now there is a new sheriff in town, or a new king, and that is this R2R DAC by Fiio. Where is it? So I think I have to change the lens. Now I can use the optical in and the coax in, but I don't do that, and I will tell you why. Because I just want to have less gear. I use this rather for headphone listening. So it sounds very good. So good, in fact, I don't want to use an external DAC. One wish I have is that they give this unit or this model Tidal Connect, because right now there is no Tidal Connect. There's Spotify Connect and AirPlay and Chromecast audio, and I don't know what else. I mean, for me it was always Spotify and AirPlay, and I connected to it over. I used it with Spotify Connect and also over Chromecast, but I stopped that because I don't need that with my iPhone. But that's possible too. So it is good looking. I like the design. I like how easy it is to use it. I like that it works flawlessly, and the sound is really good. They have an ESS 9018 chip inside. Of course they no, not of course. Of course I wish for a new model with Tidal Connect and the 9039 chip. Maybe it would sound even better. I have no idea, but I have no doubt that ARGON and all his sister companies, Lyngdorf and so on and so forth, are able to make this streamer sound even better. If I wanted to have a streamer with a built-in battery, I only know one model by Orenda, and that costs over 5,000 euros. So, and this is together about 400. And sounds again really, really good. I connected it to my amp, the Heat Elixir, using a Audio Quest cable, and yes, I want to upgrade to Supra cables in this ice blue. I mean, for me it is white enough to call it white, and it is a phenomenal match with this Totem Sky speaker. If you want a small speaker that sounds huge and has great bass performance, stunning mid-range, really organic, lush mid-range, and fine treble, this is the speaker to go. So I don't know of another small speaker that sounds so good. Now, if a streaming DAC has an amp, right now I think it has to be as good as the built-in DAC, or the provided app by the Wiim Mini, or by Wiim in general. Because when I bought this Wiim, that was maybe 2 years ago, and I won it for my other system, it was a nice app. It was okay. And now I tried it. Maybe I didn't use it for 1 year. And now I hooked it up again. It made a software update. And you know what? Now it has room calibration, this compensation for the flaws in my room. And it really makes the sound better. This is amazing. I bought this for under 100 euros. And with software updates, it has such a nice function now. That is, as far as I know, not the case with this German Airlino Plus. If it is, I will write it down in the comments, so I will try it. And if I'm not mistaken, this Chromecast audio is discontinued. No matter which streamer I use here, I don't use the built-in DAC, because the built-in DACs of these are really not good. And if I can hear the difference, I think everybody can hear the difference. And just as a streamer, without using the built-in DAC, even with these units, the sound is cleaner, and the background or the space between instruments is darker when powered by this Accu Box S2. Now, maybe you know it by now. I've talked about this thing or this one or the silver one in a few videos now. This is a game changer. It just takes away so many things I don't want to hear and presents the things I want to hear in such a better way. It is cleaner. And you know, with clean, there might be a cliche of, oh, clean is not lively. No, it is just better. It is just better. It is just better when, so such devices just sound better when powered by something like the Accu Box S2. And one more advantage of this ARGON Audio Solo: it doesn't consume too much power, obviously, because I really don't have to recharge the Accu Box S2 so much, as for example when I use it to power my CD player. That maybe I can use it with my CD player. I mean the Accu Box. I can use it to power my CD player maybe for 3 to 5 hours. But with this ARGON audio, I don't know, 20, 30 hours. Just like Islam Makashev said, just how did he say it? Just bring your child 2-3 years and forget, you know. And this one, just power it with power this one with the Accu Box S2 and forget. It is, you will maybe in a few weeks you will have to recharge it. But and the same is the case with these three. For this Fiio, I will look for a linear power supply. I think the PL50 from Fiio itself should work. Now, I think I told you everything I wanted to tell you about my current streamer, because this is the streamer to beat this year. If you have any recommendation, and I mean, after listening to me in this video, you know what I want from a streamer. Please write down if there is something else I should try, because right now this just sounds too good. And I know there is a Stream Ultra, Stream S2 Ultra by Pro-Ject 2, but that one has only a USB output to the DACs from Pro-Ject. I mean, of course, I could use another DAC too, which has a USB input, but you know what? I could use the USB output of the Pro-Ject streamer into this input of the Fiio R2R. Maybe that could work. Now let's see. Maybe that's something for another video. But for now, thank you very much for watching and listening. This, I can recommend this all day long. It sounds so good. You could also use it as a preamp. A digital volume attenuation is possible with this one. So, but I don't. The built-in preamp of this amp is just too good. So, thank you very much. Have a nice day or night whenever you watch this. And if you have any questions, write it down. I will answer within a few minutes or hours. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.